Hello, I'm Rajiv and Avinash from DBSync. We are one of the leading integrators for QuickBooks with Salesforce, Microsoft CRM database, anything you can integrate with DBSync. Today we have worked on something unique, and we're going to introduce to you Debbie. As a small business owner, I'm always running from one thing to the other, and things are happening all around me, and I'm asking questions and being asked so many questions. A lot of those questions I end up trickling down to accounting questions, and I call up my accountant and say, what is my bottom line? How much sales have you made? And so on and on and on. So my accountant is an hourly accountant, and most of you guys, small businesses, might have the same. And he would take in a question and say, all right, 1 hour to maybe a couple of days, he'll come back with an answer, and he'll send me, if I asked him, what is the expense last month? He'll say, here's a Excel spreadsheet, look at cell H15, and you'll get your expense. So not quite the answer I was looking for, but I'm running around. So what we ended up building and saying is a tool, Debbie, is like Siri is to Apple. It's your personal assistant that can look up and find answers from QuickBooks. So you ask it questions, and it'll go find you answers and respond accordingly. So simple tool. We have taught it some basic rules of how to answer around the sentences and the grammar, and it kind of helps you, make you sound a lot more smarter. So with that, in the hackathon, we built everything, the mobile app, the server-side components, the sentence parser, some basic grammar and stuff. With that, we'll do a quick demo. So one of the questions is, hey, Debbie, what is Dell's balance? So we would say, and for now, Debbie can chat, but hopefully it can speak and hear soon. So we're going to add this voice component. So you go in and ask at this point. All right, so now it's going to the server. Our server does the calculations and brings in the $300,000. Wow, that's a lot. Let me get the answer for what number to call them. And this is not working well. So I would ask, what is Dell's phone? And it would respond to it. So it's an easy-to-use assistant on the go for you guys. Questions?
So how do you guys find, what if they have a more general question? Is it only account-specific questions, so it's just reading values
we are initially building it for just QuickBooks accounting-centric questions. We are translating the rules engine into QuickBooks APIs behind the scene. But we'll do the same with CRM data also, so sales, so you can ask them basic questions. Then the IP around is the rules. Eric Smith, like last week, said, what if Google was my personal assistant? I said, what if we made QuickBooks personal assistant? So it will end up being an answering tool for a lot of your business questions eventually. So we're building the rules engine for all of them.
So can it only answer specific kinds of things like what's the balance or what's the phone number, or can it actually provide some logic to it somehow?
So we are doing trend, saying what happened, why is the, like advise me, and then we'll crunch, look at a profit and loss, run all the basic or deep dive accounting analysis, and give it to you in a very simple text manner so that you don't get a big report with dashboards that you have to interpret. It will just say your income is low, or your profits are low because you have high inventory levels. So that kind of analysis we would like to have it done. So yes, eventually it will be there. So it's this whole the concept and everything was done in 2 days. So it has very limited grammar. We have taught Debbie very few things yet. So eventually we'll teach it quite a few other things.
So does it only read current data? Like, I don't really care what my profit was today, but what if I want to know for last month?
Oh, so the grammar that you enter, the science is around interpreting the sentence. So how the noun verb gets translated into an action.
Okay.
So when you speak in a certain way that you have to break it down and interpret it. Thank you.